Have you ever pondered the paradox of punishing young love? How can the law differentiate between a crime and a consensual relationship when it involves two teenagers? Today we're diving into the intriguing world of the Romeo-Juliet law. In the realm of legal jargon, you may stumble upon a term that seems more at home in a Shakespearean play than in a courtroom: the Romeo-Juliet law. This law, intriguingly named after the world's most famous star-crossed lovers, is a legal provision designed to prevent teenagers engaged in consensual relationships from being slapped with severe sex offender charges. The Romeo-Juliet law, in essence, seeks to address the complexities that arise when young love collides with legal age of consent boundaries. It's a law that acknowledges the nuanced reality of teenage relationships and offers a legal safety net to prevent the lives of young people from being destroyed by the heavy hand of the law. Let's take a closer look. In many jurisdictions, the age of consent is set at 16 or 17. This means that if a person under this age engages in sexual activity, their partner could potentially be charged with statutory rape, even if the relationship was consensual. That's where the Romeo-Juliet law steps in. This law provides an exception for individuals who are close in age and engaged in consensual relationships. But here's the catch. The specifics of the Romeo-Juliet law can vary significantly from one jurisdiction to another. In some places, the law only applies if the age difference between the partners is less than 2 years, while in others, it could be up to 4 years. The law also typically applies only to teenagers, not adults. What are the implications of the Romeo-Juliet law? Well, it's a double-edged sword. On one hand, it protects young people from harsh legal penalties for engaging in consensual relationships. On the other hand, it walks a fine line between protecting teenagers and potentially enabling sexual exploitation. To summarize, the Romeo-Juliet law is a legal provision designed to prevent teenagers in consensual relationships from being penalized under statutory rape laws. Its purpose is to acknowledge the complex reality of teenage relationships and provide a safety net against potentially life-ruining legal consequences. However, the specifics of the Romeo-Juliet law can vary depending on the jurisdiction, and it typically only applies to teenagers. It walks a delicate line between protecting young people and potentially enabling exploitation. The Romeo-Juliet law is a fascinating example of how the legal system attempts to grapple with the complexities of human relationships. It's a law that challenges us to think deeply about the balance between protection and freedom, between justice and mercy. One thing is clear: in the world of law, as in love, there are no easy answers.